Hi, my name is Zach Fisher, and welcome to another Tech Talk. Today, I'm going to be talking about NVMe versus SAS slash essentially a topic that's been covered a million times, probably more effectively in other YouTube videos, but I'll give you my take. And the essential thing that you need to recognize is that when designing a hard disk drive, with this, there's basically two different types of disk drives out there right now. There's the spinning disk drives, and then there's the flash drives. And the spinning disk drives essentially have a single, as you can see, there's a single point where you can read information at a time. So it lends itself to a specific way of transmitting data, and that is that was designed in the previous iteration of both the protocol as well as the interface mechanism. So the two things that are important there is that the protocol is the way that the operating system communicates with the hard drive, and the interface mechanism is basically how it plugs in and how much throughput that plug can withstand, and how it deals with that. So NVMe is not anything specific to, it is not a specific type of drive per se. So NVMe is the protocol, the method at which the computer and the operating system is actually talking and communicating. Every time you pull a Word document from an NVMe drive, your operating system is actually going to talk to the hard drive and ask it to pull it. And using that protocol, that communication, that language, that's how your computer will talk to that hard drive. The second piece is the actual connection, and the connection is also important because both of those things go into the design and how these things are made, how these hard drives are made. Now, as you can imagine, the spinning disk, both protocol and transfer mechanism, were designed for a single point. They were not designed to be able to read multiple points at the same time. And because of this, flash drives are throttled. They're able to be much, much faster than spinning disks, even faster than they already are. But because they're using this legacy technology of the protocol, the way that it's talking, and the transfer mechanism, the way that it's basically plugged in and how much throughput can go through there, they're basically neutered. And the reason that we haven't been updating this, or not yet, in most systems, is because every operating system is going to have to account for this. Every piece of software that directly interfaces with the hard drive has to account for the protocol. And computers also have to be designed with brand new ways of plugging things in. So what we did was we designed these flash drives and we put them in using the existing protocol and transfer mechanism, and that throttled them. So think about it like this. You have something that's designed, and the only way it can communicate is one person at a time, like a human being. I can really only communicate with one person. I can only keep track of one conversation at a time. Well, that is the spinning disk. No matter how fast you talk, it's only going to be able to go that fast. And that is the way that the transfer mechanism of SAS and the existing protocol is. So it is designed so you can only talk to one person at a time. So that even if you put a really, really fast spinning disk or really, really fast flash device in there, you're going to be neutered. Whereas NVMe allows you to talk to multiple devices at the same time. So your flash drive can really talk to all these different, or can basically handle lots of communication at the same time. So when obviously that's going to make things a lot faster if it can handle it, and the flash drives can. Whereas a spinning disk drive, it really only has one point where it can read information. So keeping that in mind, if you look at this chart and now just completely disregard the 3DX point for now, because we're just going to ignore that, because that can be a whole nother talk. But look at the NVMe versus the SAS. So the exact same hard drive, just changing the way that it's connecting and the way that it's communicating, the protocol and the connection, the transfer mechanism, that makes it able to go under a lot more write pressure, megabytes per second, with a lot lower response time. So as you can expect, if you're able to handle all of these multiple communications, you will dramatically increase your ability to perform and decrease your response time, which is amazing because you want the lowest possible response time. So that's my basic overview of essentially the difference between SAS and NVMe, and why NVMe is really the protocol and the transfer mechanism going forward. And I hope that helped clear things up for anyone who was curious. Thanks. My name is Zach Fisher. Subscribe and like if you're interested. Thanks.